Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Sooners will kick this away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense making their way on the field today. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, he just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for it.
He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
With great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Moreno. I mean, the list goes on.
It's a highlight reel diving catch there. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Davis. And he pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the back.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And here we go. The other half of this running back matchup we've been looking forward to. Both guys come in rested, fresh, and very motivated.
How great is this, Chris? Usually in this era, it's about the quarterbacks and the receivers and getting the ball out in space. And in this matchup, we got two of the best running backs in the country going head-to-head. Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain of the return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Then they improved upon that here. Play action here on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And it's good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Handoff here from the shotgun. Here's the second down play. Makes a quick catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back has it on the screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
The Sooners have first and 10 here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray, and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT gives them a 7-6 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Davis. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Dogs churn out another first down. Tight end goes in motion. Looks right for a quick completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Makes a quick grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Important second down play coming up.
Second down coming up.
Back to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Tight end makes the grab. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. And the runner takes off to his right. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught quickly.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted. The important thing to take wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They get the second half started with their running play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. They attack the deep middle of this defense, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Trying to extend the play. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Davis. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. This would be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. That play makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down. The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Throw to the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
2nd down.
Okay, ready? 2nd down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Davis. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle in some traffic there. Now brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession and an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Finds room at the 30. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And on the carry, he's heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Crosses the 30. You're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a run to the left. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing the
touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the point after is good, so the lead now is 2 points in the fourth. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia, 19.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The back's got it again. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Third down coming up after that running play. Scanning the field, it's Davis. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Bulldogs pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Here comes a handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, then he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. 1st and goal. A chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. Dropping back, it's Davis. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Dogs. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Lining up to try the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
Not through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? To the air. It's Carr. Catch made by the tight end. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Oh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time that's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line.
He breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And a timeout on the field. We'll talk some strategy, a crucial moment here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
You know, running into the end zone, the 2-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the 4th quarter. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Back to throw. It's Davis. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock.
The throw falls incomplete. It's second down.
Well, the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Breaks loose at the 40. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They'll try the right here. And he's brought down there, and that will do it for the game. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.